I am an absolute idiot. Oh my god. Make sure the mic's on. Yep, I forgot to turn my mic on because sometimes I can be really stupid. Alrighty. So we are on finishing up all of this because, excuse me, so we are very close to being done. Alrighty. So I'm just responding to a couple of messages real quick. Alright. Alrighty. Whew. Got some air blowing on me there. It's a little warm in here, maybe because I got all this stuff going. Got all this heat going. Alrighty. I need to turn the volume up on this thing a bit so it can be more easily heard. Alright. There we go. That's good. That's perfectly good. Oh, rickety-roo. So, we have almost finished this. We need to add these tutorial statues here, which I want to be a different color, or possibly have candles on them to light them up. Yeah, let's put candles on them to light them up. Well, no, because then they'll be... Ugh, it'll be annoying. Okay. Alrighty. Let's try to find a stone material. Come on. Nah, that's a little too bright. It's on that one, I think. There we go. Yeah, that'll do. That will certainly do. Alrighty. That way these stones are a little easy. These statues are a little easier to see. These are the tutorial statues. They kind of let you know what's going on. I'm going to put them near every major thing. Alrighty. So let's rotate him 180. Nope, he's perfectly fine where he's at. Alrighty. This one is going to denote the traps. Alright. Alrighty there. Alright. Alright, so let's go right to here. I hate how long this takes. Oops. Alright. Alrighty, so that's there. Alrighty, here we go. We're going to set this guy right here. And then set his rotation to 180. His rotation's off by a single point, so let me fix that real quick. Barely noticeable, but I'm a kind of a perfectionist when it comes to this. Alright. So let's mess around, see if this all goes according to plan. So far, at least. All right. All right, seems reasonable enough that that would work. Alrighty. Nothing there. Let's see if we can't gear up. I made it less likely to be able to find gear. So that's all the stuff in this room. Alrighty. Good. There we go. There's something there. Thought I put on for that leather body there. Alright. So, I need to fix some things. Firstly, I thought I saved that. Leather body. Yeah? It's all set. Why is that not showing, though? Leather body pickup. Gonna set that there. And then leather helmet pickup. I wonder why this isn't working the way it should. But it's okay. That's what testing's for. It might just be something simple and dumb. Alright. Alright. Huh. Huh. See, now that activates. The question is, why is that not doing it? Let's put it on play focused. Let's go all the way back up to the top because it's right around here. Carts. Go right to there. I'm gonna dump it. Look at inventory base, panel, inventory slot. See, that's doing that. The question is, why is it not doing its thing? Why is it saying is first? Don't know about that. Alright. See, it's doing it there. But I didn't do anything. Let's put it on play max. See if that is part of the reason here. Alright, so let's pick this up. Okay. Why, though? Why is it doing that? It's not... It's only working on play focused. Huh. Oh, I know what I did wrong. That's what I did wrong. I forgot to set it to text. I'm dumb. I'm dumb. I'm really dumb. That's the problem. That was the fucking problem the whole fucking time. I had it set to null, like to turn it off. Alrighty. Alrighty. Alright, let's try it now. Alright.
Have you lost Medicaid or CHIP?
There we go. And we have an ad.
4 out of 5 customers can find a quality plan for $10 or less per month.
Let's put it on this one. This one seems better. Alright. There we go. This might be better. I like that. So that works. Now let's try this. Okay, it stays up. Let's control. I'm gonna hit enter. Oops. What's this? Curious. Alrighty. So, yeah. Alright, so we are going to go to Inventory UI. Alright, let's go to Inventory Slot here. My buddy Jeff's an idiot sometimes. Alrighty. So we are going to go to the Inventory UI, close Inventory. Let's see. See if the Inventory Manager is a reference to the slots. No reference to the inventory slots. What's Inventory UI set on? Let's see. Inventory slot. I need to get a new fucking aux cord. I'll get that today whenever I go take my nephew skating. There we go. Sorry for bothering you, yeah. Not dealing that. I am promptly going to delete this chat. I'm 100% going to delete that. I don't want any bots or ads in my... I don't want any bots or ads in my stream, so give me a second to go delete that. I can delete that. Okay. Yeah, I'm removing that. Let's see. Alrighty. Alrighty. If only I could do this. There we go. Not having any of that. %. Need new aux cord. Okay. So my buddy, he plays Custodes for Warhammer, and they just released modified lore, I'll say, in which there can be female Custodes. And to put it lightly, Jeff is rather ecstatic about it. Alright, so what we need to do next, let's see. Let's see. Get components in children inventory slot for each. length. I hate these fucking headphones. This aux cord's driving me nuts. Alright. There we go. More for me to see. Easier for me to see there. .I. Alright. Inventory slot. On pointer exit. Okay, duh. Let's go here. Looks like we have to create a function. Public void desk remove. Alrighty. Desk remove. There we go. Getting 100,000% sick of this thing. There we go. Inventory UI. Disk remove. And there we go. Set my phone over here because I keep bumping into it. I'm going to get a new aux cord when I go to work. I'm going to work to get my nephew. Because this is irritating the absolute shit out of me. Alright, this should fix that. Alrighty. I need to post this in all the chats. My buddy just posted, I need JG. It's like, I'm going to call JG Wentworth. And I am reciting the entire commercial. Alrighty. Okay. Go to the project, please. Alright. There we go. I just wasn't registering it for one reason or all the others. I'm so sick of hearing these little fuzzies. Alrighty. Alright, so let's test this out. Let's pick that up. And let's X that out. And it's still there for reasons beyond my comprehension. see what my... no errors. And my green screen goes wonky. It does that from time to time, and it annoys the shit out of me. My butt is going numb already. This chair doesn't go back. It's mainly because of the way I'm sitting. I have to sit this way because I was an idiot and put my green screen down too low. Excuse me. Let's see, okay. And it's still up. It needs to not be up. There's no reason this part shouldn't be working. Inventory slots. I need to set it to public. Oh, slots is already a thing. Okay. I didn't realize I was already on there. Alright. Let's test this out. The reason this cord is so shitty is because I've unfortunately had the misfortune of stepping on it about a dozen times. There we go. That'll do something. Whoops. I need to put it off of maximize mode and instead put it on focus. Fuck it. I'm switching these things out. I turned him around, basically. But yeah, my buddy plays Custodes, and it was just released in the lore that there are female Custodes now, or that there always have been, and he's like, I need my... What is it he put it? I demand my 10-foot-tall muscle mommy with the giant mommy milkers. So he's going to have a bunch of massive dudes. Alright. And it's still up. Why is it still up? The script box should be done. There is no reason that should be like that. Let me try this real quick. no reason that should be doing that at all. Active in the hierarchy. This box set active is false. Okay. All right. Alrighty. Well, let's take this. There we go. And just reset it. Oh, that's right. Pull up Discord. Here now. And then we go to my kick. There we go. My butt. Screwed. I'll just get part of my head cut off for now. I don't give a damn anymore. Hello, Legendary Pie. How are you? How are you doing today? Hopefully kindly doing well. Can I just call you Pie for simplicity, or Legendary? Which would you prefer? Which would be best for you to address you as? Awesome. I shall call you Pie. Just for simplicity, so I can just say words. Alrighty, so what you up to today? What you doing? What you hanging around here for? Hopefully this works. Burn on the inside of my mouth there. Oh, you've been rating the Ludum Dare submissions? That's going on already? Ludum Dare's already going on? Am I saying that correctly? Ludum Dare? Because it sounds weird. That's how I've always pronounced it. I've never competed in a Ludum Dare, I've never competed in that, but I've watched it like for years. Ever since I got into game design, it's one of the ones I watch. Alright. What's up, Vibes? How is you? How is the Vibes of Doom? It's still there. Fuck me running. Okay. How is your Vibes? How is your day? God, I need to... Does it have a... I'm assuming it has a Discord. It has a Discord, right? Because I don't know the... I am doing great, Vibes. I'm actually doing fantastic. My butt's a little numb, but that's expected. But does the Ludum have a Discord? Because I've seen it, you know, posted for years, and there's one person I watch on YouTube from time to time. Her name is her name's Jupiter Hadley, or Haley, sorry. I don't know if I'm saying that right, but I watch her from time to time. She actually played my game back in 2017 when whenever I made a submission for Adventure Jam 2017. But she played that, and I've seen her post a couple times of playing games for that particular jam. Isn't it like you have 72 hours or something? Isn't that what that is? This is annoying. Let's see, inventory slot. Excuse me. $72 hours for the jam, which is more open to teams and what. That's understandable for teams. That ways people can delegate work. And then they have a version where you have 48 hours. There's also solo, which you did. Which you did? Is that what you did? Are you in the current one, like this one, or or is that a reference to a past one? Curious on that. Now, what are the rules for that? Because I know there are jams that say you have to make your own assets, like the Brackies jam and DreamHack, which I've done DreamHack a few times, that you have to make your own assets. Is that the same thing with Ludum, or is it more like Adventure Jam and a few other jams where you can use pre-made assets so long as you have the license form, like the free ones you'll get from the asset store and such? So I'm curious how that one works. I tend not to join jams where you have to make your own assets because, fuck, you have to make your own assets for that. I tend not to join that because I'm not great with Blender. And I'm also not the best with pixel animation, like with, what was that one? That one started with a G. It's some online thing where you can make your own, yeah, it's where you get to make your own pixel sprites. Starts with a G. It's not GitHub, obviously. I don't know. I'm sure I'll remember it. I think after this, I might work on a 2D game just for the shits of it, and a short one. But right now, we're working on the prototype that I'll be displaying April 28th, I believe it is. Let me look. I think it's the 28th, April 28th, on a Sunday for the game design playtest of it. Yep, it's the 28th, so it's a little over, it's about a week and a half out. I'm not competing, but I'll be displaying this in that. Let's see, I don't know why this is doing this the way that it is. Let's actually... fuck. How are we going to do this? Let's go to the inventory manager. Do I have a reference for the slots? Empty slots. I do not. Yeah, making your own 3D sprites is really interesting, to be honest. It's really cool, also. We go to... Is inventory UI on this? Do I have a reference for that? Inventory UI, yep. Let's do bring up inventory here. Inventory. Let's go. UI. Is UI int? Is that what I put it as? UI int. Inventory UI. Inventory UI. Just lowercase. Inventory UI. Dot. No, I can actually take this and modify that. Let's cut that. Inventory manager. Dot slots. Dot I. Dot disk remove. Oops. Remove. Okay. Where is your project for Ludum Dare, whichever it is? Where can I find that? Because I'd like to play that. I'd like to give that a shot. I always like to support my people. Oh, I did a stupid because I have the chat set to block that. Whisper it to me. Whisper it to me. I got recently a little bit of an overflow of people sending me links and shit. So, yeah. So I had to turn that off. Why is that doing that? Oh, it's not maximized. I got an influx of people sending me bot links to go try their services, so I turned links off. If you could whisper that to me. Okay, cool. That works. Post in the Discord so everybody can see it. That'll definitely work. I need to remove that. Let's cut that. There we go. If you post it in the Discord, I'll definitely take a look at it. There's still one other game I gotta play that some guy, not some guy, I should say. I think it was Galaxy. No, it was somebody else. It was Agent 258 who sent me a link to his, sent me a CD key for his early access game that I still gotta play. I just haven't had time to really not do this or not work. I work a solid 40 at Walmart, 2 to 11 every day except Wednesday, Thursday, and then on Wednesday, which is today, I take my nephew skateboarding. We both go to the skate park, and he learns something new, and I practice what I can already do. And then Thursday, I try to stream till 4 or 5, and I have D&D later that day too, which we are going to start live streaming our D&D. We just got to basically set it up and get it ready to try. We will be streaming every other week, Curse of Strahd. We are about a third of the way into it, but we can still definitely do that. Now I'm putting money into my account. Had so many ideas left at the end of it. You know, that happens with every game. Big name games or not. There's always something on the cut. It's like, the way I saw extra credits describe it, which, you know, I've experienced this a lot myself, is no matter what you have planned for your game, you're going to be cutting. You're going to be cutting content the entire way through. And a lot of games do this. There's a lot of cut content. Let's take the Zelda series, for example. My personal favorite in the Zelda franchise is Majora's Mask. And there was a lot of cut content. Like, a lot. The original plan for the for the Majora's Mask was for it to be 7 days. 7-day cycle. Are you familiar with Majora's Mask? That entry in the Zelda franchise before I go any further? Or at least, you know what it's about. The big spooky moon with the face. Just out of curiosity, if you're familiar with that one at all. You haven't played all that many games? I wouldn't call it a weak point. I really wouldn't. I'd more or less say, cause here's a little bit from me. Ever since I got into game design, it's very rare that I like set a day aside or hardly any time at all to play video games myself. So I know that struggle. Okay, finally that worked. So I know that struggle myself. The closest thing I'll get is I'll play RuneScape for about like 30 minutes, and then I realize, I'm kind of losing interest in it. Unless I'm hardcore grinding on that game, which isn't very often, I usually lose interest within 30 minutes to an hour. But you know, I don't have a lot of time personally to play video games much anymore. I'll play horror games with some friends on occasion whenever we stream those, which is few and far between. But as far as recreationally playing for myself, I usually don't. Not that I don't want to, because I really, really, really want to, but I just don't really have a lot of time set aside to do it. So I don't play a lot of video games anymore, and my video game repertoire is kind of small compared to other people. There's people I know with a Steam list of games that they've played. For instance, my friend Jeff, he has hundreds of games on his library, his Steam library. I've got maybe 30. So for me, not playing a whole lot of video games isn't necessarily a bad thing. It just means you have particular tastes. Some games, I'm more into retro games than I am to modern ones. For example, I played one Call of Duty in my entire life, and that was Black Ops back way in the, I think it was late 2000s or early 2010s. I hate Call of Duty. That's not to say the game is bad by any means, or to shit on it and say that game sucks or something. No, it's just my personal preference. I just don't like it. People want to play it and have fun. God, more power to you, man. I love that you found what you like. But, new games come out, I really don't play them too much. It's like the new God of War games. I played God of War 2018 for 20 minutes. That was it. If you think that it's a weakness that you haven't played a whole lot of video games in your life, that's nothing wrong. It just means you have a particular taste, and maybe you've got a low budget, like I do. So take it more as I have a particular taste, and that I'm looking for a certain experience, rather than saying it's a weak point that I haven't played a whole lot of video games, because you don't really have to. If you're making a game, I advise you play as many games in that genre as you can. For example, the game I'm making is inspired by Diablo and Baldur's Gate, like the original ones. So I've played Diablo 1, Diablo 2, I played a few minutes of Diablo 3, and I've watched Diablo 4 playthroughs like I'm studying for exams. I played Baldur's Gate Dark Alliance over and over and over again to sort of get the feel. I mean, I've played RuneScape for years. I'm playing the games that are particular to my field of interest. So, by no means is that a weakness. You just have particular interests. A good example for me is that if somebody drills into my head something about a game, like, oh, this is really good, you should play this game, you should really play it. Every time they say something, I'm going to get further and further and further away from actually trying it. For example, my buddy Jeff, he has talked endlessly to me about Dark Souls, Demon Souls, Elden Ring, Bloodborne, and he keeps throwing in things that he thinks will draw me into it, but every time he mentions something, it just pulls me further and further away. I just don't have an interest in those games anymore. So my repertoire of games is not nearly as big as his, or nearly as big as my friend Brandy, or her fiance Joe, or my buddy Kenny. It's like, my repertoire of games is really small, but the games I have and play, I love to death. Now, I feel like I've gone on a massive tangent here, which, whoops, but whenever I get talking about something, I could really go on for a long while about it. Anyway, to kind of go back to the whole cutting content thing, if you get a chance, I recommend you play at least one or two of the Zelda franchise entries. My personal favorite is Majora's Mask. It's kind of an oddball in the series because it's one of the few that doesn't take place in the Kingdom of Hyrule, or that doesn't have any relation, hardly any, if any at all, relation to the main theme or the main location of the Zelda games, like the Kingdom of Hyrule. It's pretty much never mentioned in Majora's Mask at all, and I am farting like it's no tomorrow. Hopefully you guys can't hear it. Majora's Mask is one of my personal favorites, if not my... Well, it is my favorite game of all time. Oh, God, that one was bad. The game takes place over the course of a 3-day period. You have 72 hours. Not like legit 72 hours. Every hour, I think, is 3 minutes of gameplay. Unless you slow it down, then it's like 6 minutes for every hour. But that game came off of the heels of Ocarina of Time, which is still on Metacritic the highest rated game of all time. Majora's Mask, I think, is on 13, so it's still close. But it was coming off the heels of that, and they had a 1-year time span to make it. And that's why they reuse a lot of assets in that game. A lot of the character models, monsters, mechanics, those are all, for the most part, recycled assets, except for a few of them. I think there's somewhere in the range of 30 NPCs and monsters, maybe more. I think 30 or 40 monsters and NPCs that are recycled. They are the same thing, and they had plans for a lot of unique monsters and NPCs that ended up getting cut for time. One of the main facets about that game is that it's a 3-day cycle, but it was originally planned to be 7. It was planned to be a 7-day cycle, but they cut it down. They cut it down to 3. And also, the main characters from the previous game, Zelda and Ganondorf, were set to re-emerge, to, come back in that game, but not as themselves, because this game took place in an alternate time, in an alternate universe. So they were going to be different people, but they cut that. Either for time, or for the fact that I don't think anybody wanted to be friends with Ganondorf at the time, but they ended up cutting a lot of stuff. A lot of the great games that have come out for years have cut a lot of content. So the idea of cutting content throughout the project of the game is not uncommon. As a matter of fact, that comes with the territory. To use one of my games as an example, one of my horror games, You Found Me, which you can find on my itch page under the same name, AGLgames. You can find that on my itch page. It's maybe a 7-minute playthrough. The original plan for that was to have something chasing you, and it was originally planned to have more vocals, recorded voice lines that you could hear from videotapes, more of an environment. But I ended up cutting that because I wanted to make it in the span of 2 weeks, and I did. So cutting content's just a regular thing. That's just part of the industry. Cut and cut and cut and cut some more, and whenever you think you're done cutting, you're probably not done cutting. That's how extra credits put it. Cutting content's just part of the thing, and if you had to cut something down to get it out, get a playable game, I completely understand. Whenever I last competed in Adventure Jam, I think it was last year, I made a game called Tyranny of Thestra. It was not at all what I planned for it to be. And it was unplayable after a certain point, but I was on a deadline. I wanted to get something out. And it worked. From what I understand, it worked. But yeah, I completely agree with you there to get something out for the sake of having something playable for a jam. But for a personal game, one that you're doing for a long-term project with really no immediate deadline, put a lot of thought into what you would like for it to be at the bare minimum, and keep some things off to the side. For instance, with this project, I am planning to implement a guild system. Planning. Or not just a planning, but it's off to the side. And then there's a crafting system that's going to be off to the side on the back burner that I plan to hopefully add to the game, but if I'm on a time crunch, that shit's getting cut, man. Sorry, I'm also messing with some of my Abaddon pieces, because I've got Abaddon de Despoila, and I haven't put him together yet. I'm going to put him together as a core Pharaon sort of thing, so I'm going to give him 2 big claws that are going to be from the recent Demon Prince kit, because core Pharaon has 2 claws, or at least he's commonly depicted with that. Anyway, what is that? Oh, that's that thingy. Okay. Completely useless. Save. Sorry, whenever I go on tangents, I can go on tangents for like 10-15 minutes, especially whenever I think I'm trying to help somebody. Whenever I think I'm not an idiot. Save that. Save project. Now we need to add more of these tutorial statues. I don't know if that one's too long, but we're going to test out everything. I'm going to set this thing in here. We're going to put him right here. Rotate him 90. Alright. Yoink. This is going to be like the tutorial of it. Yeah, trying to include what has been put into this game has also been really fun. I agree with you there in terms of, you know, wanting to put stuff into an RPG. Because whenever you make whenever I started making this, started coming up with ideas in its first iteration like 6 years ago, I'm thinking, oh, this is going to be so cool. I can put this, this, and this, and this, and this in. And as I grew as a programmer and a coder over those past 6 years, I'm thinking, oh, God, can I even do this? Like, I want to add so much stuff, but at the same time, I don't want it to be overwhelming. And I changed so much of this project over the years. Like it's unbelievable what it was compared to what it is now and what it's becoming, especially in my own personal journey as a programmer, and what I've learned and what I'm capable of now. 6 years ago, I think I got this little hair hanging off of my hat. 6 years ago, where you just want to make WoW or RuneScape as a single div, yeah. I know that feeling. Both of those games are wildly successful. Personally, I like RuneScape. I played WoW for 2 weeks and I just couldn't do it. And that's not to say it's a bad game, but I do have a distaste for it. That is, it's a preconceived bias, not a bias, but it's a preconceived dislike of that game. And not to say that it's a bad game. Not at all. It's just whenever I was younger, I have an older brother that I don't talk to anymore, haven't talked to in over 10 years, and I prefer to keep it that way. But I had an older brother whenever I was younger. He was a full-on WoW addict. Yeah, the grinding is a bit much. Oh, before I go off on this tangent, did you hear that the original makers of RuneScape, the Gower brothers, or at least one of them, is making a new game that's similar to RuneScape, but without the exhausting grind? I can't remember what it is, but let me get a link for it. And I'll put it in the Discord. Let's see. Reveals a new game 10 years in the making. Yeah, Andrew Gower, he's making a game called Brighter Shores. Yeah, I'll post it in the Discord. It's more, from what I've seen, for one, he's been working on it for 10 years. I'll put it in the general chat. There we go. There we go. For one, the graphics look fucking phenomenal. But yeah, he's been working on it for 10 years now, and it's obviously got, you know, similarities to RuneScape, made by the same guy, so they're going to be similar, point and click, interact kind of thing, similar to this. So, you know, it's going to have some similarities, but it's less focused on grinding from what I've read. It's less grindy. As a matter of fact, the article, Andrew and Paul Gower, past 10 years making another old school MMO with comfortably nerdy grid-based design. So it's very much so like RuneScape. It'll be a casual, free-to-play game with a cozy, relaxing atmosphere, peaceful coastal town. They finally left Java behind. Launched as a browser game. That was RuneScape's original thing. It'll be on Steam. Let's see. They built their own custom engine and programming language for it, but it's set to be much less focused on grinding and more about like chill, mellow kind of vibes in a sense. But yeah, that's something to note. If you like RuneScape, that'll certainly be something you'd like. But anyway, on my preconceived bias against World of Warcraft is I had a brother and he became addicted to WoW. Excuse me, I can't breathe. But he became addicted to WoW and played it all day, every day. That and Counter-Strike. Him and his buddies, Kyle and Derek, would come by and like do one of those LAN parties, like the old school LAN parties where you'd bring your shit. They'd play that. They'd play WoW and shit, and my brother became addicted to it. I just couldn't do it. I could not bring myself to play WoW. It just didn't... It wasn't fun to me. I didn't get the story. I didn't understand anything about it. I just didn't get it. And this is somebody also who plays D&D, and I've been playing D&D for over 20 years. Yeah. But again, it's not. I'm not saying WoW is by any means bad. It's a fun game for people who are into that particular style. But I prefer RuneScape because it's... I don't want to say the term simpler because that implies almost like a dumbed down tone, but it's not. RuneScape is simpler because of when it came out. It came out as what we know today as RuneScape Classic back in the late 90s. So there wasn't a lot that it could do. Back then, the only RPGs that were around were the earliest Diablo, Diablo 1 and Baldur's Gate, like the very first one. There wasn't a lot of RPGs to go off of. They didn't have all these skill trees and crazy mechanics and all that nonsense, you know. They still had abilities and skills you could pick. But RuneScape, that one, for what it was built on, the fact that it was only built by 3 people, the Gower brothers, it was fantastic. And it became wildly successful, and it was a simplistic thing because it was so simple. At the time, it was revolutionary, but because it's retained much of its simplicity, it's appealed to both older audiences and kids getting into it. And that's where I think that RuneScape exceeds the capabilities of WoW, of Warcraft, in that it doesn't unnecessarily overcomplicate itself. And it still provides a good core gameplay that is easy to latch onto for people interested in something you can just turn on and play while still doing other things. A good example is the fact that RuneScape has all these skills you can train, most of which are AFKable, especially now, where you can like pull up Netflix or something, work on your skill, watch a show, do what I used to do, and, you know, paint minis and shit while you're working on it. It's something that can be... RuneScape can very much so be a background game that you're just casually playing while you take care of other things, and that's why I think it appeals to a wider audience, because it not only is it simple for kids and simple for adults, it's not something that while you're playing you have to always invest all of your attention into. As a matter of fact, when I'm playing RuneScape, I usually have RuneScape going on this screen, and then in this one I'm watching a movie or watching my favorite YouTube channels or documentaries or something. I'm doing something here where I'm painting and I have my headphones in, so whenever I hear an audio cue, set it down, do the thing again, and keep going. It's something you can do on the side. So, to me, that's one of the better parts of RuneScape, and why I think RuneScape's success is more impressive. In that, you know, it's a simple game, simple mechanics, easy to learn. The world isn't unbelievably huge, and it's something you can do in the background. Something you can get good at without investing all of your attention. Unlike WoW, which you have to be glued to the screen 100% of the time. Grinding, but not terribly tedious grinding. Yes. Unless we're referencing the Brighter Shores thing. But RuneScape does have some very annoying, tedious grinding at times, especially with stuff like herb lore and crafting. But most of the things can, like, with the introduction of double XP weekends, RuneScape's grinding has become less time-consuming, as it used to be with old school. I don't play old school a whole lot, but I'm thinking about streaming that from time to time. What's this? Oh, just getting notifications. Jesus, so many notifications. Sorry. But to me, RuneScape is more successful because it's something that doesn't require every second of your attention, and people can casually play without working towards, as I've come to call it, end-game content. Because whenever my buddy Jeff got me to try WoW, he would constantly talk about, you just got to keep grinding until you get able to play this part. And I'm thinking, why? Is there not fun things along the way? Or do I just have to have a goal that I have to endlessly grind myself to do? Like, RuneScape's got bosses and dungeons and skills and all sorts of stuff you can enjoy and play and have fun with from day one. The quests aren't typical fetch quests. Like, they are actually complicated and complex with stuff to do. Even so much as something like a sheep shearer or the cook's quest at the very beginning. They're still cool and complex and fun for what they are and for what you're capable of doing. So they don't require all of your attention, and there's always something to do. There is always something to do no matter what your level is. You don't have to be grinding. You could be going out killing stuff and getting cool loot drops and stuff. Like my primary RuneScape 3 account, as a matter of fact my only one, is like level 124 or something, and I just recently got my necromancy to 86 or 87, I can't remember. I think it's 87. Yeah, it's 87. And, you know, I immediately, when I got the chance, was going off and fighting Hermod. I fight Hermod all day because I want them damn Hermodic plate drops. But, you know, it's not something I need to invest all my time and effort into. One of the fastest ways I've learned to grind necromancy is to do the rituals. Like, you can look away for a good period of time and still be doing shit. So, for me, RuneScape's more successful. I prefer it. As I'm constantly looking away from the project that I'm trying to work on. But yeah, RuneScape to me is better. I love RuneScape, I do. I've been playing that since I was 12. I used to get in trouble a lot whenever I was a kid, mainly because I had an abusive mother. And by abusive, she was more mentally, emotionally abusive to everybody in that house. I was just the one that broke away. But anyway, I wasn't able to play it a lot. Now that I'm adult and I've got my own computer, fuck you, I'll play it all I want. Alright, so this one, Alright, so there's that. Alright, so where else do we need to go? In here, there's nothing special. It's just repetition of the same. Let's see. All of that's just more the same. Go here and let's set it to 90. 90? Negative 90. Okay. There we go. I might take a break here in about 5 minutes because my ass is going numb, but still. What up, Gore? How you doing? Haven't seen you in a little while. How you doing, buddy boy? How you doing, boss? Working from home, tired as fuck. I get it, I get it, I get it. What you working on working from home? If you don't mind me asking. You don't have to say it if you don't want to. Alright. And then we're going to take this last one, put it way over here. Programming a system for a bakery chain. Well, damn, look at you go. So what exactly is this system? Like, what does it do for the bakery? so that's that. Now I need to make a mention of potions. Alright, so let's take this and move this over to here. Like, what does this system do, if you don't mind me asking? As a matter of fact, let's delete that one and go right back to this one here. Let's see. Nope. Now I gotta go down and adjust this. Alright, so I need to go all the way to the end there. Alright, that should be alright. Alrighty. Alright. Now let's see how this feels. Yeah, I'm going to take a break here in a second. My butt's starting to hurt. This chair is nice, but... oh, my ass. Alright, so let's actually do that real quick. I'll check all these later. So let me go ahead and hop onto a break, because my booty is starting to hurt. So I will be back in a moment, as soon as I can pull this thing up. Here we go. And here we are back again. I needed to get up and walk a little bit because my ass was going numb. Oops. Oopsie. Come on. There we go. Okay. I hath returned. Everything is good. Alrighty. I swear this headphone's going to kill me. Alright, so now let's do a quick run through. Let me go through this real quick. Go all the way down here. Alrighty. Alright, let's go ahead and save. Make sure that the text boxes are all the right size here. So the first thing we're going to do is we're just going to hit play and go mess around. I need to do this real quick. What was that? Jeff. What is this? Alrighty, let me look something up. Alrighty. My friend Jeff said a baboon with a typewriter could write a better schedule than what we have out here. And I sent him a gif of a baboon messing with a laptop. Oh God, I'm a meme lord. Anyway, let's get moving. Okay. Oh, I've got to respond to another message. I swear. Anytime I type RPG, I always hit the O first, and it's annoying as shit. Alrighty. So let's first. I gotta remove those things real quick. Alrighty. Let's go here and remove these things. These pickups don't need to be here anymore. Let's delete those. Alrighty. Alright. Excuse me. It was a poot. I'm really gassy today. Alright, so let's test this out. Let's expand the size of the screen real quick. Alright, coins are really nothing, they're just fun. Alright. That's a sword. That's something better at the least. Alright. Good. It brings it all down. Now it does have this as well. You can go here, turn it on. Tells you what each thing does. And then doink, you can turn it off. Alright. Alright. So let's go over to here now. Alright. This is looking alright for now. Ooh, got the axe. That axe deals more damage than the sword, doesn't it? I gotta do the same thing for the equipment things here, so let's... There we go. So far, everything's looking alright. There we go. I do have to increase the noise of some things here. Ouch. There we go. Alright. Yeah, there's some audio issues that need to be rectified here. Alright, so that needs to be lessened. Okay. Yeah, those plank bursts need to be increased in audio. Yep, those need to be fixed, but it's okay. Ouch. Don't have any armor yet, so that's certainly a kick in the nuts. Yeah, I need to fix some audio things, but that's okay. Ooh, shit. Alright. Oh, got me. I was out of healing potions. So that's certainly difficult, but that's okay. It gives us an opportunity to fix some things. So let's look up this enemy. Whoops, what was that? Oh, more stuff. Alrighty. So now we need to pull this out of here. Go to the main skeleton enemies here. Oh, wait, plank burst. No skeleton enemies. Well, the plank burst needs to be fixed. Plank burst. Okay, so that's not it there. Audio pickup. Yeah, I definitely need to fix that. Definitely need to fix that. Alright. So we're going to test that. See if that helps, because that audio is really quiet for the plank bursts. And I may need to increase the odds at which the player finds gear. Much better. Alright. So one of the first things we at least need to do is go over to here and fix his dialogue to be a little bit shorter. Alrighty. All right. There we go. That should fix that issue. That should fix that. All right, so let's put it on max. Let's see how everything works. Yeah, I think I might need to increase the rate at which things are found. I might. Alright. Something is making me a little twitchy here. I don't really know too much why. It might be the stream, but that's okay. Another bow, don't need that. So that one's text is perfectly fine. And that one's text is also perfectly fine. That's also kind of okay, I guess. Need a new weapon. We do have a health potion. Nothing, so we're... Now it's 4 to 7, 1 to 3. Definitely using that. That bow is better. Yeah. Alrighty. Here we go. That should not... I don't know why that's like the way it is. Health potion and some armor. That should not have... That should not have stopped me. Oh, look, an axe. Much better. And he's coming. Alrighty, some mana. Interesting. Alright. That should be more damage, in fact. Yep. There we go. Alright, let's go ahead and disable this thing. There we go, that worked. Alright, so this is so far working alright. So at least I got some Ermar. Oh, that's right, we need to check this thing's text. Alright, so that thing's text fits. Alright, on to this next one here. Alright, there's a mace, which I think is actually better than what I've got going on here. It seems worse, but it also is their weakness. Yeah, I'm a little glitchy, or a little trippy right now. And he also dropped a health potion, so I gotta figure out why it's not playing the animation properly. Interesting. Better. Alright, there should be one other guy. Nope, that seems to be it. So far I've got some good stuff. Good stuff. Good stuff. Really hurt me. Oh look, the best armor possible. Good. Good. So far this is looking good. Alright. Okie dokie. Let's see if this fits. Yeah, that works. Already got it. Coin, see what this is. Nothing. Okay. So we're pretty well stacked out. Pretty well decked out. I got about another hour before I got to get ready to go get my nephew. Eh, screw it. We don't need the gold. Alrighty. Alrighty. Looking good so far. Ah! Alright, here we go. Let's see. There we go. Alright. Oh yeah, it added a thing. Oh, so you got it sit there? Screw it, don't want to put it out yet. Nice little feature there. Club, completely useless to me right now. Nope. What is that? That's a crude blade. Definitely don't need that. There we go. Nice. Nicely done. So far this is working. It's working wonderfully. Can't really say shit about it. Oops. Failed it. Failed again. Failed again. There we go. Anything else? Any other breakables? No. So we can definitely do this. Oh, there was one over here that I missed. And that's a dagger. Don't need that. Now these traps are disabled. Oh, I need to pop that one special spot. Alright, this is looking good so far. Alright. Alright. Let's get this thing. You know, originally there was a plan to have like a blacksmith be in here to upgrade your gear. But I removed the gear upgrading thing about 3 weeks ago and decided to go for a traditional inventory item pickup system. And I think it's done much better. Alright, let's go for this one here. Ow, 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 ow. I hit every single one of those damn things. It's an axe, don't need that. We've got a couple of those, I think, already. Already got that helmet. Alright, well, let's hit that. Failed again. There we go. Alrighty. Still don't have a shield, which is okay. Here we go. Alrighty. This is weird. I haven't gotten a whole lot of stuff. Oh, hey, guy. Building up on potions, so that's nice. Ah, hammer. Nice. That's exactly what I'm looking for. Alrighty. The hammer is much better. It has a wider threat range, a wider damage range, but does have a lower. It's equal to the mace in terms of its minimum damage, but its maximum damage is pretty well. It's pretty good. Now, if I can only find a damn shield. Speak of the damn devil. There we go. Now I can do the shield bash. Which we'll get to that whenever we get to that. It's chainmail, don't need that. It's always nice to have health potions though. Alright, here we go. Also don't need that helm. If I could get a better shield and a full plate helm, there we go. There we go. I've got pretty much top armor, except for the shield, which I'm certain I'll get in a minute. Alright. I'm certain I'll get the shield. The big shield. Which, that's literally what it's called in the files, is Big Shield. I'm so creative. Chainmail. I already have the helm. Alright, big shield, there we go. Now we are wearing top gear all around, except I haven't put the boots into this game yet. Alrighty. Shit. Let me go right back around. Okay. Good, I actually can't get to this. Alright, there we go. Luckily, I know the answer to this puzzle. I'm just breaking everything, getting as many potions as I can out of this. What are you blocked from? Alright, I'm getting every bit of potion I can get. Alright. Alright, here we go. Alright. Breaking everything I can to make sure I get all my potions. Go. Alright, so that works. Now let's break open all this shit and get as many potions as we can. And yes, everything is running off of a random loot drop system. That will be adjusted based on location in the full game. Like, there's going to be different tables, low-level table, high-level table, all that kind of stuff. Alright. And I'm going to have set timers to delete these game objects after a certain period of time so that the game does not get clogged up. It'll be like a solid, 2 minutes. What was that? Oh. Don't need it. Don't need it. I keep getting the coins despite the fact I know they're useless. So my shield bash, since I got this so late into the game, I'll go ahead and reveal what the animation does. You kind of just swing your shield and it knocks enemies back. It will not work on the big guy because he's too big. Tons of potions now, and I know I'm going to need every one of them. Huh. It did not display it. Sorry, I probably need to remove that one anyway. It's alright. Go. Oh, I need to go read that thing. Alrighty. Alrighty. Seems to be all of it. Does not work on these things, which is fine. Alright. Come on. There we go. Not bad. Not bad at all. Though I do think I need to increase his difficulty a little bit. Increase his damage range, the health of those big pylons. No, the pylons should stay where they are. I just need to increase his health. And the thresholds at which things occur, and of course his damage output. Let's open this chest before we continue. Alright. Take us right to the main menu. There we go. It's completely set and ready now. I think it is ready for site launch. Let's look at this. Well, no, it's not ready yet because I still have to do the, what was it? Yeah, why the shield thing suddenly stops you from attacking. So let's go to ability slot here. Let's see. Let's see. So yeah, that was bad. So let's take the... Let's see. Let's see. Cooldown, reduce mana. So let's take a skeleton. Just a regular skeleton enemy here. And let's just dump one right here. Let's see why, oh why this is being annoying. Alright, so let's go to him. Let's run around till my shield, my defensive stat comes back. And there's Wizard trying to get into the door. Alright. Shit. Trying to wait for defensive stance to come back here. There we go. Alright. Defensive stance has an incredibly long cooldown time, so let's look at the animations of the player real quick to make sure that this is going smoothly. Just make sure that kick states. Okay. Okay, so alright, so oh, okay. Alrighty, let's see. Let's go to ability now. Take a look at that. Excuse me. Let's go to the ability slot here. So we need to take that and go to ability. And just turn that off. And wizard made it everything can be heard. There we go. That way the animation isn't cut short. Yeah, that way the animation isn't cut short by any means. Oh, there you are. You're quiet as hell. Little baby wizard. My princess. Alright. So that seems to work just fine. I still need to go over to that one trap box to figure out why it wasn't working the way it should. Let's take you out of the system here. All right, let's go see what was going on down here. See what your deal is. I think it's just because there's no traps assigned to it. Are there any traps assigned to it? Delete. Delete. Come on. Come on! Let's just set it to 2. There we go. That might have been the issue. Let's bring the player over here and try. Alright, let's give it a shot. Maybe that fixed it. Okay. Alright, so let's try this out. Fail. Okay. There we go. That fixed it. Now let's go to the big boss. And increase his health and stuff a little bit. Because that was too easy of a boss fight. Let's go to you. Enemy stats. So set your health to 550. Boss phase manager should be right here. Yep. And set this to 200. This should be good. Because that will also extend the amount of time that fire shield is up. Which is something I do want to stay up. Did I turn my mic back on? I think I did, right? Yeah, my mic's on. Okay, I was just making sure about everything there. There we go. Alright. So that seems to be everything good and ready. That seems to be good. Alrighty. Everything seems to be alright, so let's drag him back. Alright. Drag him back to where he belongs. Alrighty, put you all the way over here. Put him way back there. So the aid statues here seem to work just fine. That didn't take me too long to figure out, mainly because I already understood the puzzle, you know. Alright, so that's great. Pretty much ready to ship. I increased the power. Well, I need to Prasidium here. turn him on. Apply all. Alright, now let's turn him off. Alright. I think it's pretty much set. Ready to ship for testing. It's just a prototype, so it's not like it has to be flashy and fancy and everything. Alright. Let's actually go into the UI right here and have it set to the default bar detail view. There we go. Alright, I think this package is ready to build. Let's go ahead and do that. Alright, so let's go here and open it in its location. Let's take all of this and delete it. And then we're going to go back into here and select the folder, and here we go. Just waiting for that build error to pop up. There we go. All right. This is great. Hey, what's up, Gore? How you doing? Welcome back. I'm almost done with, actually, I'm done with the prototype. I literally just finished the prototype, and I'm building it as we speak. The full game itself, it's going to be months. Not months. Years. Probably 2 years from now. So yeah, it's going to be a while, but it is currently in the build right now. It is doing that. So that's working out perfectly. You can't see it on screen, but it is building. Any funding? Not yet. Not yet. This prototype is going to be displayed at the game design playtest event I'm going to in Ohio on the 28th. Whenever I get a demo, like actual demo setup, which I've already got planned, complete with like 2 or 3 dungeons and a couple of quests and all that good shit, as well as, of course, being more polished, that's whenever I'm going to post that and then do a Kickstarter and GoFundMe and all that good stuff. I'm also hoping I reach 50 followers on Twitch. That way we can make clips, do charity events, and hopefully get a little bit more traction. Which we are 6 away from that. That's really all we need is 6 more followers, and we'll be hitting Twitch affiliate, which will allow me to sort of build up the community a bit more, and from there, hopefully get the word out a bit better. But currently, I am literally just working on actually physically building the thing. Right now, it is building. It'll finish building any second now. Literally, as I say that. Alright, so we're going to now... You can't see it, but we're compressing to zip file. Ah! My damn light. My green screen is acting all shitty and funky again. What if I do that? I should reset it, right? No? Why is it doing that? Yeah, my green screen's acting funky. Maybe if I twist it a bit. No, shouldn't be doing that. Ah, it's probably that door that wizard opened. We have nothing to throw. Oh, I got a shirt I can throw at it. Didn't quite work. Let's see. Why is it doing that? Hold on. Alright. Let's try to fix my green screen, because for whatever God's forsaken reason, it's acting up. That fixed it? Oh, it's because I've got this up. That's the problem. Well, still, let's adjust it. Let's fix my filters real quick. Let's fix my filters real quick here. Alright, there we go. I need to increase that just a bit. Alright, let's go into my filters. I need to open that up. Yeah, I need to accommodate it for brighter lights. Yeah, it's still doing that. So let me add another one. I hate fighting with my green screen. Happens all the damn time and I'm getting sick of it. Let's see if I can't make it show up a bit more here. It's not working either. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna switch that one off, take this, and then doink. It does literally the same thing. I'm getting sick of this shit, man. A little bit more. A little bit more. Never mind. It's making me invisible. There we go, there's that. This is getting annoying. That should help. Ugh. This is bugging me to death and I can't stand it. It's because of this white light here. Let me see if I can't. That should be a good spot right there. Nope. Trying to make it a solid color here. I mean, that helps, but not a lot. It's annoying as shit. How does that look? Okay, good, you can't see through me. Alright, that'll do. That'll do, donkey. That'll do. Alright, that works. But yeah, I do not have any funding as of now. But that's okay. Alright, I think that'll do. I think that'll do for now. I think we're gonna go ahead and take it off for the day, and then come back later tonight, where we'll probably play something. I have no idea yet. So thank you everybody for hanging around, stopping by. I love having chats. And yeah, we will be back later tonight.